today, in speaking to some of your agents, they spoke about you.
Okay.
And they spoke very highly of you, and they talked about different things that they find important that you do for them.
We live in an over 55 community, active community. It's an apartment complex, and Nathan came with his dad to talk about insurance needs to all the residents that were there. And we had just moved to Greenville and knew that I needed to, because at the time when we moved in, I was on affordable care. And so I needed to talk to somebody about getting in with Greenville and having the proper insurance. So we connected with Nathan at that time and have been with him ever since for over 5 years.
Wow, over 5 years. Would you tell me an experience where you needed his assistance for your insurance coverage or something? Can you kind of paint that picture for us?
Sure. I mean, the biggest would have to be when it came time to go on Medicare. You can go Part A, Part B, and you got Part G, C, whatever it is on the bottom, or you go through and you get an Advantage plan. So I told him, this is what I need. This is my issues. And then he helped me in doing research. Now, what I liked about it is I could do that all over text and then said, call me when we have to talk. And that was awesome because I'm on it. And he's always there when I text him. Within 5 minutes, I'm getting a response back from him. So that is the true reason, is the connection and his availability to us and his knowledge.
So I want to ask you, how important is it to you to create that relationship? How do you do it?
I would say how I do it is just being present in the moment. When I have a conversation with them, I treat them like my clients. I'm just actively listening. I try and find their skills, I hone in on them, and I just help them achieve their goals in that.
How do you build that trust so easily and so well?
I've had my license for about 10 years now. My dad's, they considered him the Moses of Medicare. You can say what it is.
I like that.
But he's been around forever. But I guess I just learned from him is if you care about your clients, if you're actively treating them like family, if it's a plan that you would put your family member in and that you would, you're just trying to find out what their needs are and you fit their needs to the plan. You're creating that trust. We spend most of the time talking about family and friends and them traveling the world and doing different things. So it's more of a family thing than anything with clients.
That's awesome.
That's our motto is we treat clients like family. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
If all of the Nathans of the world, all of the insurance agents were taken away, what would you foresee?
I foresee mass confusion, honestly. I have agents that walk in that have attended seminars, they've attended YouTube University on Medicare. They walk in and they say, Nathan, I've never heard Medicare explained like this before. Thank you for taking the time one-on-one and doing this for me. Unfortunately, a lot of times when you call Medicare, the phone lines are already backed up with people trying to call them. So I can't imagine them having to walk through every single doctor, every single prescription with every person out there trying to get that all done over the phone.
Most of the time, people get confused. You give you a book, right? Medicare book, and you look at that and go, really? And I bet 90% of that is, to the average person, is useless.
Could you do what Nathan does?
I wouldn't want to.
Exactly.
Be honest with you.
Exactly.
No.
Would you have your children do it for you? Enroll you in a plan?
No, because they have no idea. They're not on Medicare.
Exactly.
Sorry.
In this industry, we've seen a kind of a shift more towards telesales and things of that nature. So I don't know if that does the client any service in doing those types of things because you're not meeting them one-on-one, face-to-face, going over who their doctors are, what their prescriptions are, making sure that all those things are covered on the plans. So, that's the biggest thing is making sure that the plan is fitting the need of the client. So, if there's not an agent out there to help them,
what would happen?
Who knows?
Right. Nathan, thank you so much for spending time with us today. We had a great time. It was beautiful to see the interaction between the agency, your members, and also other agents. right? That also you support and you train and you've brought up and they've grown, right?
Absolutely.
It's almost like seeing a big family reunion, right? They were all having a great time. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm very proud of you guys. Thank you for partnering with us.
Yeah, well, thank you. Messer has always been wonderful to us. We can't only say great things about Messer. Like our motto is treat our clients like family. You treat agents like family. We've never felt anything but family with Messer. So appreciate you guys for coming out and having this experience with us.
Awesome. Thank you, Nate.
Thank you.